Hi everyone, Sid here back again, ready for another shaving rant. Today's lather will be Pro Razzo Red again, to which I will be adding lavender and tea tree oil, and the aftershave will be White Musk from the Body Shop. So today's video is a response to a comment left on, not my last video, but the one before. It was left by RugbyPerson15, and if you're watching this, I don't know why, but YouTube wouldn't really let me respond to your comment. I couldn't even like it. So I knew I was going to respond soon anyway, so I wasn't too worried about it. And for everyone watching also, I have virtually zero preparation for this video, so it might be a little rambly and ranty. But if you're watching this channel, you're probably used to this by now. So, in short, in my video on whether or not stealing from unborn children is that bad, I opened up with an anecdote where I was reminded of how I'm not an anarchist, but I'm the better word to describe it is autarchist. And I was happy to just post a link to Autarchism and on Wikipedia and let that stand as it is. And then RugbyPerson asked me if there's a video where I elaborate on that. The comment that I wanted to say was that the closest thing that comes to why I'm an autarchist and not really an anarchist, it's really semantics. I'm using that in a pejorative sense. Yeah, the closest thing that comes to me explaining that would be my first non-shaving related video, which was on self-ownership and the non-aggression principle. But basically the thing is, okay, the subtlety between anarchism and autarchism is, to me, kind of cosmetic, but I think it's important to, when you go deep into these things, to make these nuances. So really, anarchism means no rulers. No rulers, I said. Whereas autarchism is more about self-rule. Another way to make that is anarchism is no government, and autarchism is self-government. And I'm reminded of Mark Passio's presentation on natural law, which I'll link to under this video. I think it's really important and interesting. It spawned a whole new chapter of my life, just as a side note. But in that presentation, he talks about basically obedience to natural law versus not living in accordance to natural law, and he uses one of the aspects that he uses is that in a free society you have inner monarchy and external anarchy, which means that everyone is their own monarch, everyone is their own ruler, which basically boils down to autarchism. I'll be right back. And the funny thing is, I've been saying for years, before I even knew what the term autarchism was, that my dream is for a global network of sovereign individuals interacting and trading with each other peacefully. I mean, that's basically autarchism in a nutshell, where, you know, a sovereign individual is someone who rules themselves. And I think the first time that I heard the word autarchism was one of the first times I called into Free Talk Live, where I was talking about how I like to drop A-bombs, as I call them, when I meet people and I feel that they can handle it, and just come straight on and describe myself as an anarchist. And then Mark Edge pointed out that no one's an anarchist, really. The people who claim to be anarchists are really autarchists. I think that's what happened. This was years ago. And as I just said, for years prior to that moment, I had been describing autarchism as my dream for the world. before I even knew what the word was. And I think that, first of all, another side note I want to mention is that when you look at the wiki for Autarchism, you see the circle A. It's right there in the upper right-hand corner. Coming back to what I was going to say, I think the real interesting point of Autarchism as a concept, as compared to Anarchism, is that if you think about it, to become your own monarch, to become your own inner ruler, that puts a stress on the importance of self-knowledge, which is another one of these things that I've said many times. No matter what the problem is, more self-knowledge will always, if not flat out be the answer, it will guide you towards the answer. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have that much more to add. I might actually end this video very shortly, but the bottom line is, I mean, on the path to self-knowledge, using the term autarchist is kind of a reminder to myself of the importance of the path of self-knowledge. And sadly, it's not something that I'm as advanced on as I would like to be. I think that in the realm of self-knowledge, I'm like consciously incompetent, which as bad as that sounds, it does put me one step ahead of most people who don't even know that they don't know themselves. That's why, even though I prefer to use the word anarchist, because I don't like using words that no one knows what they mean to describe myself. I'd rather deal with the prejudices of the words that people know just to... I'd rather spend my time explaining nuances between what people think they understand versus what I'm communicating. And actually, so yeah, like if I didn't mind using words that when I say I'm a blank and people say, well, what does blank mean? I've had that word for years. It's voluntarious, which is another word that accurately describes my political views. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Honestly, I don't think it was going to be that important. So, I hope that cleared things up. I think that the importance of stressing the difference between autarchism and anarchism is a key tool to remind yourself of the importance of self-knowledge, to truly become your own inner monarch, which I wish to everyone on this planet to at least become consciously incompetent like I am, to know that there is a path ahead of you where you don't have to rely on a bunch of killers, thieves, and liars to protect you from your neighbors, which is really what most people see government as being. And again, people can very easily see the gun in the room when governments are doing things that they don't like. Like recently, there's a scandal here in Quebec about politicians giving themselves a raise, and everyone is screaming out about this. But I'm sure that if they announced that they were raising the minimum wage, everyone would be like, oh yeah, hey, yeah, that's great, hey, the system works and all that shit. So that I see that as a sign of lack of self-knowledge, and that's why I stress the importance of autarchism versus anarchism, which really boil down to the same thing of no rulers, no one having the right to say, hey, you do what I say or else I'm going to punch you in the face, or my friend will, or whatever. So that's it for today. I'll apply the aftershave off camera. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that helped. Please like and share this video with your friends. You can subscribe to me on YouTube. Please, if you have anything to add, if you think I'm crazy, if you think I'm smart, leave comments under this video. That would help me out a lot. And again, my Twitter is @SidRockMTL, my Tumblr is sidrock.tumblr.com. And thanks once again for watching. I will see you in the next shave, hopefully soon, but I will be with you nonetheless in spirit. How's that? You take care.